For this example of trigonometry, we're going to be looking at using the case of cosine, or more commonly known as cos. The two essential questions you need to be asking yourself is, what are we looking for and which ratio do I use? When I talk about the ratio, I'm talking about, do we use sine, do we use cos, or do we use tan? The best way to remember what information you will need to use one of these ratios is remembering this: so, ka, and toa. So let's take a look at the example and we'll revisit the ratio in a moment. So the right angle triangle here has been flipped. So we commonly see it drawn in a different way, but that's okay. So remember, our adjacent and our opposite always revolve around our reference angle here. So we know that the 45 degrees is here, which means that this side here is what we call our adjacent. So let's label that A. We also know that the hypotenuse is always opposite to the right angle, which means that 25 is our hypotenuse. So if we take a look at the acronyms again, so we've got so, ka, and toa. Let's look at the information we are looking for, which is our adjacent. So if we look at the ratio, we know that cos needs an adjacent and so does toa, which means by process of elimination, we can cancel out so. So we're left with cos or tan. Now let's look at what else we've been given. We've been told that 25 is our hypotenuse. So if we look at the ratios again, tan makes no mention of a hypotenuse, but cos certainly does. So let's cross out tan, which means we're left with that. So we commonly see the formula written as cos of our angle equals adjacent divided by our hypotenuse. So if we rewrite this using the values we've been given in the triangle, we've got cos of 45 degrees equals x, because our adjacent is unknown at the moment and that's what we're looking for, and our hypotenuse is 25. So this is where we have to practice a few of our algebraic skills. We need to get this 25 and bring it over to the other side in order for x to be by itself. So what I'm going to do is multiply the right hand side by 25, and in doing that I need to balance my equation, which means I'm going to multiply the left hand side by 25. Doing this, they can cancel out, and what I'll be left with is x equals 25 times cos of 45. Now you'll type this into your calculator, and what you'll find is that x is equal to 17.68. You might find that your calculator says 17.67766695 and so on and so forth, but in this example I'm just going to make it easy and round it up to 2 decimal places.